Ladies and gentlemen, there is power in authenticity. When you embrace who you are, you unlock the divine potential placed within you. Today, I want to remind you of the importance of staying true to yourself. You are uniquely designed with purpose. No one else can fulfill your destiny but you. From the moment you were created, there was intentionality in every detail of who you are. Every strength, every quirk, every talent was placed within you for a reason. You were designed with care, not as an emanation of someone else, but as a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Think about that for a moment. Out of all the billions of people who have ever lived, there's never been and will never be another you. That's not a coincidence, it's part of a divine plan. Too often, we look at others and feel like we're not enough. We see someone else's success, their talents, their abilities, and start to wonder, why don't I have what they have? But you weren't created to be them. You were created to be you. What they have is for their journey, their destiny. What you have is for yours. When you spend your time trying to copy someone else or wishing you had their gifts, you're neglecting the unique purpose that has been placed within you. It's like trying to use a key to open the wrong door. It doesn't work because it wasn't designed for that. The truth is, the gifts and talents inside of you were tailor-made for your life. Maybe you're a natural encourager, lifting others up when they're down. Maybe you have an eye for creativity, seeing beauty where others see nothing. Perhaps you're great at solving problems, staying calm in the chaos, or leading others with wisdom and strength. Whatever your gifts are, they are no accident. They are pieces of the puzzle that make up your purpose. Sometimes people overlook their gifts because they seem ordinary to them. It's easy to undervalue what comes naturally to you, thinking it's not important or significant. But just because something is easy for you doesn't mean it's easy for everyone else. What you consider normal might be the very thing someone else is praying for in their life. Your ability to connect with people, to see opportunities where others see obstacles, or to persevere when the going gets tough, not random. That's intentional. It's part of what makes you unique. Embracing your unique design also means accepting the parts of yourself that you might consider flaws. We all have areas where we feel we fall short. Maybe you're not the most outgoing person in the room, or maybe you've made mistakes in the past. But even those parts of you have a purpose. They can teach you, shape you, and allow you to connect with others in a way that only you can. Your imperfections don't disqualify you. They make you human. They make you relatable. And they remind you that you don't have to have it all together to live a life of purpose. It's also important to understand that being uniquely designed doesn't mean you'll always have the answers. There will be times when you question your path, when you wonder if you're on the right track. But just because you don't see the full picture doesn't mean there isn't one. Think about a puzzle. When you're putting it together, the individual pieces might not make sense on their own. But when you step back and see the whole picture, you realize that every piece was necessary. That's how your life works. Every experience, every gift, and every challenge is a piece of the puzzle that leads to your purpose. When you understand that you're uniquely designed, it gives you the freedom to stop striving to be like someone else. You don't have to measure up to anyone's standards but your own. You don't have to chase after someone else's dream. Instead, you can focus on what makes you, you. You can develop your gifts, follow your passions, and pursue the path that's meant for you. Because when you do that, you're not just living your life, you're fulfilling your destiny. It's easy to get distracted by what others are doing, especially in today's world where everyone's life is on display. But remember, you don't see the full story. You only see the highlight reel. Instead of focusing on what someone else has, focus on what you've been given. Use your energy to cultivate your strengths, to grow in your purpose, and to become the best version of yourself. Because when you do that, you're not just living authentically, you're living intentionally. Your unique design also equips you to make a difference in ways that no one else can. There are people in this world who need what only you can offer. Maybe it's your kindness, your wisdom, or creativity, or your ability to listen. Whatever it is, your gifts are not just for you, they're meant to bless others. When you embrace who you are and walk in your purpose, you inspire those around you to do the same. You create a ripple effect that has the power to change lives. You were not created by accident. You were not created to blend in or to live someone else's life. You were created with intention, with purpose, and with a unique design that only you can fulfill. When you embrace that truth, you unlock the potential to live a life of meaning, impact, and joy. Comparing yourself to others diminishes your value. Celebrate your individuality. It's a natural human tendency to look around and measure ourselves against the people we see. Whether it's their success, their appearance, their talents, or their lifestyle, we find ourselves drawn into the trap of comparison. But comparison is a thief stealing your joy, your confidence, and your focus on the unique journey that is yours alone. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, you shift your perspective away from your own strengths and diminish the incredible value that lies within you. When you compare, you're often seeing only one side of the story. You see the polished exterior, the highlights, the achievements, but not the struggles, insecurities, or challenges that person has faced. Everyone has their own battles, their own journey, and their own moments of doubt. What you see on the surface is never the full picture, and yet we often use that limited view as a yardstick to measure our own worth. This is not only unfair to ourselves, but also counterproductive. You are not called to live their life. You are called to live yours. Your individuality is your strength. It's what sets you apart and makes you uniquely equipped for the opportunities and challenges that come your way. When you focus on what makes you different, you begin to see that those differences are not flaws, but features. They are the very things that give you the ability to make an impact in a way no one else can. Imagine if everyone in the world were the same talent, same abilities, same perspectives. The richness of life comes from diversity, from the variety of skills, ideas, and experiences that each person brings to the table. Your individuality is part of that richness. When you compare yourself to others, you not only diminish your own value, but also risk missing out on what makes you special. Instead of celebrating your progress and growth, you fixate on someone else's journey. It's like running a race and constantly looking over your shoulder to see where the other runners are. Not only does it slow you down, but it also takes your focus away from your own path. Life is not a competition. It's a journey, and each of us has our own pace, our own milestones, and our own destination. Another danger of comparison is that it breeds feelings of inadequacy. You might look at someone else's accomplishments and feel like you're falling short. But the truth is, you don't know the full story of how they got to where they are. Their success might have come after years of struggle and hard work that you didn't see. Or their journey might simply be different from yours, with different timing and different opportunities. When you compare, you're measuring your beginning against someone else's middle, or your behind the scenes against their highlight reel. That's not a fair comparison, and it will only lead to unnecessary feelings of self-doubt. On the flip side, comparison can also lead to arrogance if you find yourself feeling superior to someone else. Neither extreme is healthy. Whether it's self-doubt or pride, comparison shifts your focus away from the humility and gratitude that come from recognizing your unique value and purpose. Instead of comparing, choose to celebrate not just yourself, but others as well. Celebrate their success, their gifts, and their journey, knowing that it doesn't diminish your own. Their light doesn't dim yours. It simply adds to the brightness of the world. Celebrating your individuality means embracing the things that make you who you are, even if they don't fit the mold of what society says you should be. It means recognizing that your path might look different from someone else's, and that's okay. Your life is not meant to be a copy of someone else's. It's meant to be a masterpiece in its own right. Every step you take, every choice you make, and every experience you have contributes to the unique story that only you can tell. That story has value, not because it looks like someone else's, but because it is yours. The key to breaking free from the trap of comparison is gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to see the abundance in your life. You start to appreciate your gifts, your progress, and your journey. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from lack to fulfillment. It allows you to see that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to be someone else or have what they have to live a meaningful, impactful life. Everything you need is already within you. Recognizing your value doesn't mean ignoring your areas for growth. It simply means understanding that your worth is not tied to how you measure up to others. You can strive to improve, to learn, and to grow, all while celebrating who you are right now. Growth is a journey, not a destination, and it doesn't require you to diminish yourself in comparison to someone else. When you stop comparing and start celebrating, you free yourself to fully embrace the life that was meant for you. You allow yourself to step into your purpose with confidence, knowing that you are exactly who you're supposed to be. Integrity begins when your actions align with your true heart and values. It is the foundation upon which trust, respect, and authenticity are built. Living with integrity means that who you are on the inside matches the person you show to the world. It is not about perfection, but about consistency. It is about making choices, even in the smallest moments, that reflect the principles and beliefs that define you. When you live in alignment with your core values, you experience a deep sense of peace and confidence that comes from knowing you are being true to yourself. Integrity is not always ease. There will be moments when it would be simpler to take a shortcut, bend the truth, the principles, and more principles for the sake of convenience or approval. But those moments test the strength of your character. Each time you choose to stay true to your values, you reinforce the foundation of who you are. Integrity is built one decision at a time. It's not a grand declaration. It's the quiet, steady commitment to live in a way that honors your beliefs, even when no one is watching. One of the most powerful aspects of integrity is that it fosters trust. When people know that your words and actions are consistent, they can rely on you. Trust is a rare and valuable commodity in a world where people often prioritize appearances over authenticity. Your integrity sets you apart because it demonstrates that you value truth and principle over convenience. It shows that you are willing to stand firm, even when the pressure to conform is overwhelming. Trust once earned becomes a foundation for meaningful relationships, opportunities, and influence. Integrity is also deeply tied to self-respect. When you live in alignment with your values, you strengthen your sense of worth. You know that choices are not dictated by external pressures or fleeting emotions, but by a steadfast commitment to what you believe is right. This self-respect is not about arrogance or superiority. It's about honoring the person you are at your core. It allows you to hold your head high, not because you're perfect, but because you're honest, intentional, and true to yourself. However, integrity also requires courage. There will be times when doing the right thing is unpopular, inconvenient, or misunderstood. It might mean standing alone when others choose a different path. It might mean speaking up when silence feels safer. It might mean making sacrifices to stay true to your principles. These moments are not easy, but they are where integrity shines the brightest. Courage and integrity go hand in hand because it takes bravery to remain authentic in a world that often rewards conformity. Living with integrity also means being honest about your imperfections, not about pretending to have it all together or never making mistakes. Integrity allows room for growth and acknowledges that you are a work in progress. When you make a mistake, owning it and taking responsibility is an act of integrity. It shows that you value truth over appearances and are committed to learning and becoming better. This honesty not only strengthens your character, but also deepens your connections with others. People are drawn to authenticity, and your willingness to admit your humanity makes you relatable and trustworthy. Another key aspect of integrity is that it brings clarity and direction to your life. When your actions align with your values, decisions become simpler. You don't have to wrestle with conflicting motivations or worry about how you're perceived. Your values act as a compass, guiding you toward choices that reflect who you truly are. This clarity reduces stress and uncertainty, allowing you to move forward with confidence and purpose. Integrity also creates a ripple effect. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your example encourages people to embrace their own values and to prioritize honesty and authenticity in their lives. It sets a standard of behavior that challenges others to rise to highest potential. This influence extends beyond individual relationships and into the broader community. A commitment to integrity can change cultures, organizations, and societies by fostering an environment of trust, respect, and authenticity. Ultimately, integrity is a choice you make every day. It's in the way you treat others, the way you handle challenges, and the way you pursue your goals. It's in the way you speak, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself, even when no one is paying attention. Every decision you make is an opportunity to align your actions with your values and to strengthen the foundation of who you are. Silencing self-doubt allows your inner voice to shine with confidence. Self-doubt is one of the most common barriers to living fully and authentically. It creeps in when you least expect it, whispering that you're not good enough, smart enough, talented enough, or deserving enough. It questions your abilities, undermines your decisions, and makes you second-guess your path. While it's natural to feel unsure at times, allowing self-doubt to dominate your thoughts can hold you back from realizing your true potential. To silence self-doubt, you must first recognize it for what it is, a voice that does not define your worth or dictate your future. Self-doubt often arises from fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These are powerful emotions that can paralyze you if you let them. But fear is not a reflection of your capabilities. It's a response to uncertainty. When you focus on fear, you magnify the obstacles in your mind and lose sight of your strengths. To quiet self-doubt, you need to shift your focus from what you fear to what you can achieve. Acknowledge the fear, but don't let it take control. Instead, choose to trust in your abilities, your preparation, and the lessons you've learned along the way. Another source of self-doubt is comparison. When you measure yourself against others, it's easy to feel like you're falling short. You see someone else's success and start to question your own progress. But comparison is unfair because everyone's journey is different. The person you're comparing yourself to may have faced challenges you can't see, just as you've overcome obstacles they don't know about. Instead of comparing, celebrate your unique path. Recognize that your progress is valid, even if it doesn't look like someone else's. When you stop looking outward and start focusing inward, your confidence begins to grow. The words you speak to yourself also play a significant role in silencing self-doubt. Negative self-talk can be a relentless critic, highlighting your flaws and mistakes while ignoring your achievements. It's important to challenge these negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations of truth and encouragement. Remind yourself of what you've accomplished, the challenges you've overcome, and the strengths you possess. Speak to yourself with kindness and patience, just as you would to a friend who's feeling unsure. The way you talk to yourself sets the tone for how you approach life's opportunities and challenges. Silencing self-doubt doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses or pretending you don't have areas to improve. It means acknowledging those areas without letting them define you. Everyone has room to grow, and growth comes from recognizing where you can improve while still believing in your ability to succeed. Instead of letting self-doubt paralyze you, use it as a signal to prepare to learn and to refine your skills. Confidence is not the absence of doubt, it's the willingness to take action despite it. Your inner voice, the one that speaks from a place of truth and authenticity, becomes stronger when you practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It reminds you of the talents, opportunities, and relationships that enrich your life. When you cultivate gratitude, you begin to see yourself in a more positive light. You recognize that you are equipped with everything you need to take the next step. Gratitude quiets the noise of self-doubt and amplifies the voice of confidence. Another way to silence self-doubt is to surround yourself with people who believe in you. The voices you allow into your life can either build you up or tear you down. Choose to spend time with those who encourage you, challenge you to grow, and remind you of your worth. These are the people who see your potential even when you can't. Their belief in you can help you silence the doubts that try to hold you back. At the same time, be mindful of your own role in supporting others. When you uplift and encourage those around you, you strengthen your own sense of purpose and confidence. Taking action is one of the most powerful antidotes to self-doubt. Often doubt thrives in inaction. The longer you hesitate, the louder the doubts become. But when you take even a small step forward, you begin to break the cycle of uncertainty. Action builds momentum, and with each step, your confidence grows. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that you can overcome challenges, and that you are worthy of success. Even if the outcome isn't perfect, the act of trying reinforces your belief in yourself. Ultimately, silencing self-doubt is about choosing to trust in your inner voice. This is the voice that knows your true potential, the one that remembers your dreams and believes in your ability to achieve them. It's the voice that encourages you to keep going, even when the path is difficult. Through tuning out the noise of doubt and tuning into this inner voice, you create space for confidence, growth, and success. You allow yourself to step into the fullness of who you are and to embrace the journey ahead with courage and determination. Living authentically inspires others to embrace their own truth. Authenticity is one of the most powerful traits a person can possess. When you choose to live in a way that is true to who you are, it creates a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. It's not about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about being real. Authenticity shows others that it's okay to be vulnerable, to have flaws, and to embrace the journey of growth and self-discovery. It's a quiet strength that doesn't demand attention but naturally draws people in because it's grounded in truth. When you live authentically, you give others permission to do the same. Many people feel the pressure to conform to expectations, to fit into molds, or to present a version of themselves that they think will be accepted by others. This pressure can be exhausting and disconnecting. But when they see someone who is unapologetically themselves, someone who is honest about their struggles, confident in uniqueness, and unafraid to walk their own path, it's like a breath of fresh air. It reminds them that they don't have to pretend to be something they're not to be valued or loved. Authenticity creates connection. When you are genuine, people feel they can relate to you on a deeper level. They see your humanity, your strengths, and your imperfections, and it resonates with them because it mirrors their own experience. You create a space where others feel safe to be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. This kind of connection is rare and meaningful, and it fosters relationships built on trust and mutual respect. By living authentically, you become a source of encouragement for those who are searching for their own truth. Living authentically also means being consistent in who you are, regardless of the situation or audience. It's not about wearing different masks to fit in or seeking approval from others. It's about staying true to your values, your beliefs, and your passions, even when it's not easy or popular. This consistency builds credibility and respect. People know they can count on you to be genuine because your actions and words align with your true self. This kind of integrity inspires others to examine their own lives and consider where they might be compromising their authenticity for the sake of convenience or acceptance. Another way living authentically inspires others is through the example of courage. It takes courage to be authentic in a world that often rewards conformity. Choosing to be yourself, especially when it sets you apart, can be intimidating. But when you take that step, you show others that it's possible to overcome fear and live in alignment with who they are. Your courage becomes a beacon of hope, encouraging them to take their own steps toward authenticity. It shows them that the reward of being true to themselves is worth the risk of standing out. Authenticity also challenges societal norms and expectations. When you live authentically, you reject the idea that there's only one right way to live, look, or succeed. You show that individuality is not only acceptable but also valuable. This perspective encourages others to question the standards they've been trying to meet and to embrace their own definitions of success and happiness. By being true to yourself, you inspire others to break free from limiting beliefs and explore the possibilities of what their lives can be. Inspiration through authenticity doesn't require grand gestures or public declarations. Often it's found in the simple, everyday ways you choose to show up as yourself. It's in the way you speak with honesty, the way you treat others with kindness, and the way you pursue your passions with dedication. It's in the way you handle challenges, acknowledging your struggles while continuing to move forward. These moments of authenticity leave a lasting impression on those who witness them, reminding them of their own strength and potential. One of the most beautiful aspects of living authentically is that it creates a ripple effect. When you inspire one person to embrace their truth, they in turn inspire others to do the same. It becomes a chain reaction of authenticity, spreading positivity and empowerment. People begin to see the value in being true to themselves, and they start to let go of the fear and doubt that have held them back. This ripple effect can extend far beyond what you might ever see or know, but its impact is real and profound. Living authentically also contributes to a sense of purpose. When you align your life with who you truly are, you naturally gravitate toward the things that matter most to you. You find fulfillment in pursuing your passions and living out your values. This sense of purpose is magnetic. It inspires others to seek their own purpose and to live with intention. Your authenticity becomes a reminder that life is not about fitting into someone else's idea of success, but about creating a life that reflects your own heart and dreams. In a world where so many people feel disconnected from themselves and others, authenticity is a gift. It's a light that cuts through the noise and distractions, reminding people of what's real and meaningful. When you choose to live authentically, you're not just creating a better life for yourself, you're inspiring others to find the courage to do the same. True success comes when you align your goals with your inner purpose. Success is often defined by external achievements, wealth, status, accolades, or possessions. These markers of success can be fulfilling in their own way, but they are not the full picture. True success is deeper. It's about living a life that resonates with your values, passions, and unique purpose. When your goals reflect the core of who you are, the journey becomes meaningful, and the rewards go beyond material gains. Many people spend their lives chasing goals that don't align with their inner purpose. They pursue what society deems important, follow trends, or aim for what others expect of them. While these goals may bring temporary satisfaction, they often leave a lingering sense of emptiness. That's because success without purpose feels hollow. Achievements that don't reflect your true self can never bring lasting fulfillment. True success starts with self-awareness, knowing who you are, what you value, and what drives you. Aligning your goals with your purpose requires reflection and honesty. It means taking the time to ask yourself, what truly matters to me? This process isn't always easy. It may mean letting go of goals that once seemed important but no longer resonate with who you are. It may mean stepping away from paths that others think you should follow. But when you have the courage to define success on your terms, you open the door to a life of authenticity and joy. You begin to create goals that are not just about achieving, but about becoming the person you are meant to be. When your goals align with your purpose, they carry a sense of passion and energy. Purpose gives your goals meaning, and meaning fuels your drive. Even when challenges arise, you find the strength to keep going because your goals are connected to something greater than yourself. The journey becomes as rewarding as the destination because it reflects your true passions and values. This alignment creates a sense of flow where your efforts feel natural and your work feels fulfilling. Purpose-driven goals also have a ripple effect on others. When you pursue what you are passionate about, your enthusiasm and commitment inspire those around you. Your work becomes more than a personal endeavor. It becomes a source of impact and influence. People are drawn to those who live with purpose because it reminds them of their potential to do the same. By aligning your goals with your purpose, you not only create a fulfilling life for yourself, but also inspire others to seek their own path. One of the challenges of aligning your goals with your purpose is the temptation to compare your journey to others. In a world where success is often measured by comparison, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind or missing out. But true success is not about being better than someone else. It's about being true to yourself. Your purpose is unique, and your journey will look different from anyone else's. When you focus on aligning your goals with your purpose, you free yourself from the need to compete or conform. You create a life that reflects your individuality. Aligning your goals with your purpose also brings clarity and direction. When you know what you stand for and what you're working toward, decision-making becomes simpler. You no longer feel pulled in multiple directions by conflicting priorities or external pressures. Your purpose acts as a compass, guiding you toward choices that align with your values and aspirations. This clarity allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters, making your efforts more effective and meaningful. Another benefit of purpose-driven goals is the resilience they foster. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but when your goals are connected to your inner purpose, you have a source of strength to draw from. Purpose gives you a reason to keep going, even when the path is difficult. It reminds you that your work is not just about the outcome, but about the impact and growth along the way. This resilience allows you to face obstacles with confidence and to see setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. Aligning your goals with your purpose doesn't mean that the path will always be clear or that success will come easily. It's a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and faith. There will be moments of doubt, times when you question whether you're on the right path. But these moments are part of the process. They push you to reflect, to refine your goals, and to reconnect with your purpose. Over time, you come to trust the journey, knowing that every step, even the challenging ones, is leading you closer to a life that feels true and fulfilling. True success is not just about what you achieve, but about how you achieve it and why it matters. When your goals align with your inner purpose, they become a reflection of your authentic self. They bring joy, meaning, and a sense of contribution to something greater than yourself. They allow you to live with intention, to grow into your potential, and to leave a positive impact on the world around you. This is the essence of true success, a life where your goals and purpose are one. In closing, being true to yourself is the foundation for a fulfilling and purposeful life. It means embracing your authenticity, living with integrity, and aligning your actions with your values and purpose. When you silence self-doubt, live authentically, and pursue goals that reflect your true essence, you inspire others to do the same. True success isn't found in external validation, but in the peace and joy that come from knowing you are living a life that honors who you truly are. Embrace your journey, trust your path, and let your inner truth shine brightly for the world to see.